from the station working for you. This is RTV6 News at 6.
In this country, each year, more than 1 million students drop out of high school. And now Indianapolis is playing a role on the silver screen to turn that around with the candid story of 3 Hoosiers. RTV6's Mark Mullins caught up with an Emmy Award-winning director whose film makes its world premiere in less than an hour at the Indiana State Museum.
You guys have a special opportunity that across the country people don't have, to return to high school as an adult and pursue your education.
The film Night School may zero in on Indianapolis, but it highlights a problem that touches families in cities from coast to coast.
I told myself by the time I was 26, I was going to have my life together. Here I am still trying to get my life together.
It follows the journeys of 3 Hoosiers who, for one reason or another, dropped out of high school.
I wonder if I never had my son, if I would have ever finished school.
And then later in life, for one reason or another, decided they wanted more. They wanted better for themselves and for their families.
There's people every day that are overcoming some incredible odds. And so to be able to shine a little bit of light on these 3 folks who are really overcoming some incredible barriers is, that's the type of work that I like to do.
We sat down with director Andrew Cohn, who's been making movies for 10 years. Night School marks his 5th feature-length film, and it's already gotten accolades at the Tribeca Film Festival.
Night School is about 3 adults trying to better their lives and pull themselves out of poverty through adult education.
And with that, a keen sensitivity to the social, economic barriers and even the inner struggles that each of the 3 students face as they strive to ace their tests and earn a diploma.
And so the goal of the movie was to give people that experience, to introduce you to people that you would probably just see on the bus, or you'd see them in passing working at a fast food restaurant, and you wouldn't think about their hopes and their dreams.
I didn't never know that it was going to be this much of a struggle.
The film highlights the work of the Excel Center, an adult education facility operated by Goodwill with locations across Indianapolis, offering free classes for those ready to make a change.
I heard about the school through a small segment on the PBS NewsHour. I was sitting in my apartment in Brooklyn, and there was this tiny 1-minute segment about this guy who was 55 and going back to get his high school diploma.
That drew Cohn to Indiana and the Excel Center, where he was exposed to so many personal stories, struggles, and triumphs.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
As his film makes its world premiere at the Indiana State Museum IMAX Theater, Cohn admits Indianapolis taught him a lesson too, living in the East Side neighborhood where he followed 3 families for a year.
And it was just astonishing to me, the overall anxiety, the stress, the just depression of living in a neighborhood like that where nothing really functions. And hopefully I was able to translate that onto film.
A film many across the country will now have the chance to see. In Indianapolis, Mark Mullins, RTV6.
The Excel Center has added locations across central Indiana and is now expanding to other states. In fact, this year, there were more than 760 Excel Center graduates in Indiana. Some of them will be at tonight's premiere at the State Museum IMAX Theater, which starts at 7 o'clock. After the film, there will be a Q&A session with the director, one of the students in the film, and representatives from the Excel Center. The premiere weekend at the IMAX runs through Saturday with 7 o'clock shows each night.